Hello, this is going to be our game mastering tips week 3, I think. I know we skipped a week maybe, but we were busy with new hires and things. So, game mastering tips for this week is going to be solely about rebooks and how to get those, okay? So, rebooks are great because they create repeat business. They help us, they help you. You guys have that commission percentage on rebooks, so you're making money every time you get a rebook, okay? And it just generates a great environment for people to want to come back, and a really good incentive for everybody to want to do that, okay? So when you are running the game, you're already setting up your success for the rebook while you're running the game, okay? If you just blow through the game like another routine game and you're not paying attention, you're not making sure they have fun, and you're not interacting with them in a positive, fun way, then you're not setting yourself up to get an easy rebook, okay? A lot about rebooks has to do with you and the way that you interact with them running the game, okay? Our games are fun and great, but really, when you're the one that's trying to get them to do that rebook at the end, they're going to think a lot about you and how you are as a game master, because they see you as the kind of person that they're going to be with next time when they come for their rebook. And if they weren't thrilled by it, then it's harder to sell to do a rebook, okay? So that's number one. Make sure that you set that expectation that you are amazing and that they don't have any excuse to not want to come back and spend more time with you in a room and play again, okay? The second thing is create an environment of excitement in the game. And what I mean by that is, this is why it's so crucial to really, really work on your game mastering skills and get people to break out, but break out in the last 5 minutes of a game. It's very tough to do, but if you can get 95% of your groups to break out in the last 3 to 5 minutes of a game, that excitement level is 10 times better than if they break out in 40 minutes, okay? Granted, you have groups that are pumped and excited about breaking out in 40 minutes, but a lot of groups view that as, well, that was way too easy. We just paid $30 a person to just, come break out in 35, 40 minutes. Okay, but that's not what it's about. It's about excitement and pushing them to the limit of right there at the end of the game, but then they get it at the last second. That is a perfect experience, and that's really what people want. They may want to break the records, and they may say that, but that's not really what they're craving. They're craving an exciting time. They're getting every penny of their money's worth. And that's where you all as game masters have to figure out, how much do I talk, how little do I talk, all that stuff to get them to break out in the last 3 to 5 minutes of a game, or even less, okay? If you can get them in under a minute, then you're a professional. You're going to have a really hard time selling rebooks to groups that don't break out. I'll just tell you that right now. So go ahead and be thinking about that. If you do not get your groups breaking out constantly, I guarantee you will not be selling a lot of rebooks. I don't even need to know it to know that's what's going to happen. Because groups want to have a reason to come back and experience the same thing. They break out in the last minute of a game. They're pumped, they're jacked, you're telling them how good they did, all right? Then you're like, guys, you should really try another one. You guys were so good. Next time you're going to be even better. That is a great starting point to, and since you want to play, we have a 20% discount for everybody in your group when you guys book again. And you're right there and the door's open for that booking. So all those things matter. It's not just what is the group's attitude on if they feel like spending more money or not. That has nothing to do with it. Because they already spent the money to play one time, so they could do it again. All right, it's all about you. It's all about the experience that they get. Okay, so keep that in mind. Please ask questions. Okay, you've got people here that are really good at it. Travis and Will and even Miguel, they're very good at it. So please reach out to them and ask them. They can definitely help you with some tips. Myself as well. So. Some logistical things about getting rebooks. Please keep in mind that we do not want to advertise that people can just pay for 2 spots, okay? And the reason for that is it creates quite a hassle on the logistical side of Bookio. So when you're selling a rebook, make sure that you don't sell it as you only have to book 2 spots to get this rebook. You know, what we want is we want it to be sold as the number of group that is playing. That's not the hard, fast rule, but that's what we want to sell it as, and we don't want to advertise. All you have to do is book 2 spots and you get it. The reason for that is they're going to end up paying way more per person than they're actually entitled to, and it creates a nightmare on the logistical side of Bookio when they call back and they want to pay separately, and they want to actually play with 7 people instead of 2 people, and then the lobby host has to figure all that out. So please make sure when you're selling it, just sell it as, just go for the number of people that they have in their group, okay? Because the reality is if they only booked for 2 spots and they played with 6, then they need to understand that they're also losing the per person discount, and it's going all the way down to 2 people, then there's 20%. So they're not really getting that 20% if you force them to go down to 2 people to book for it. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you have questions about that, please let me know, but let's really focus on rebooks now. I want to see what you guys can produce. Obviously, you're making money from rebooks, so there's no reason to not. You have a great incentive to do so. Please ask questions if you are unsure about anything I just said. Thank you, and have a good day.